Research shows that bees can be trained to recognize human faces. Thanks to their highly developed vision, bees are able to remember and distinguish different shapes and patterns. In experiments using rewards, bees have learned to differentiate between faces, demonstrating cognitive abilities that are far more complex than previously thought. Certain species of shrimp, such as pistol shrimps, Alphiidae, can create loud sounds by quickly snapping one of their claws. This action generates a cavitation bubble that implodes, producing a sound burst as loud as 218 decibels, strong enough to stun or even kill small prey. This is one of the most extraordinary hunting techniques in the animal kingdom. The honey fungus, Armillaria astoi, is the largest living organism on the planet. Found in Malheur National Forest in Oregon, its underground network of roots, known as mycelium, spans over 9 square kilometers, about 1,665 football fields. This giant organism is estimated to be at least 2,400 years old, though it could be even older. While only small fruiting bodies, mushrooms, are visible above ground, the vast system below parasitizes tree roots, causing them to die. Giant pandas, Ailuropoda melanoleuca, are exceptionally solitary animals. They spend most of their time alone, roaming bamboo forests in search of food, mainly bamboo, which makes up 99% of their diet. Pandas only meet during the short mating season, which lasts just a few days each year. Due to their slow lifestyle and solitary behavior, pandas are challenging to protect, though intense conservation efforts have shown promising results. The ostrich, Struthiocamelus, has some of the largest eyes of any land animal, with a diameter of about 5 centimeters, making them larger than its brain. Ostriches have excellent vision, allowing them to spot predators from great distances, which is crucial in the open spaces of the savannas where they live. Although their brains are relatively small compared to their body size, ostriches are well adapted to survive in harsh environments. The human eye is an incredibly sensitive organ. Under ideal conditions, such as complete darkness, flat terrain, and no atmospheric interference, it can detect the light of a candle flame from as far as 30 kilometers away. This is possible due to our eyes' ability to adapt to low light and their high sensitivity to contrasts, especially against a dark background. Vatican City is the smallest independent country in the world, both in terms of area and population. It covers only 44 hectares, roughly the size of a medium-sized city park. Vatican City is the seat of the Pope and the administrative center of the Catholic Church. Despite its tiny size, it holds great spiritual and historical significance and is a destination for pilgrims and tourists from around the world. At the summit of Mount Everest, the world's highest mountain at 8,848 meters above sea level, the air is 66% less dense than at sea level, meaning it contains much less oxygen. The lack of oxygen makes breathing extremely difficult, and climbers often use oxygen tanks. At this altitude, the human body struggles to survive, and symptoms of altitude sickness, such as dizziness, nausea, and fatigue, are common. Despite appearing ungainly on land, moose are excellent swimmers and can dive up to 6 meters deep. This behavior occurs because moose often live near bodies of water, where they feed on aquatic plants such as water lilies. This unique skill helps them obtain essential nutrients not found on land and protects them from insects that torment them during the warmer months. Radio waves, which are the basis of wireless communication, do not penetrate well through water, especially at greater depths. Water absorbs radio waves, making it difficult or impossible to receive signals even at shallow depths. As a result, underwater communication relies primarily on low-frequency sound waves, sonar, since sound travels much better through water. The African ostrich lays the largest egg of any living animal. Ostrich eggs can weigh up to 1.5 kilograms and measure 20 centimeters in length, about the size of a football. The egg has a thick, hard shell, and a single egg can provide as much protein and calories as about 24 chicken eggs. However, in comparison to the ostrich's size, its eggs are relatively small, only 1 to 2% of the adult bird's body weight. Blue whales, Balaenoptera musculus, are not only the largest animals on Earth, but also the loudest. The sounds they produce can reach levels of 188 decibels, much louder than a jet engine, about 140 decibels. Their low-frequency songs can be heard by other whales hundreds of kilometers away. They use these sounds to communicate with each other and to navigate the depths of the ocean. Paleontological research shows that birds are the only living descendants of dinosaurs. They evolved from a group of theropods, which included dinosaurs like Velociraptor and Tyrannosaurus. The evolution of birds began around 150 million years ago, and their ancestors gradually developed features such as feathers and the ability to fly. Modern birds share many characteristics with dinosaurs, including bone structures and behaviors, making them a key link in understanding vertebrate evolution. Mosquitoes, notorious for being both annoying and disease-carrying, spreading malaria and dengue, among others, have short lifespans. Female mosquitoes, which are responsible for biting humans to obtain blood for egg production, live for about 2 weeks on average. Male mosquitoes live even shorter lives, often only a few days. However, under favorable conditions such as lower temperatures and high humidity, mosquitoes can survive for up to a month. Lake Volta in Ghana, created after the construction of the Akasambo Dam on the Volta River, is the largest artificial reservoir in the world by surface area, covering 8,500 square kilometers. Built in 1965, it plays a key role in providing electricity to Ghana and neighboring countries, as well as supporting irrigation and fishing. Lake Volta also has significant ecological and economic importance to the region. Indonesia lies on the Pacific Ring of Fire, a region of the highest seismic and volcanic activity on Earth. The country has over 130 active volcanoes, making it home to the largest number of volcanoes in the world. Many of these volcanoes, such as Krakatoa and Merapi, are regularly active and play a key role in shaping Indonesia's landscape and climate. La Rinconada in Peru is the highest permanent settlement in the world, located at an altitude of 5,100 meters above sea level in the Andes. Due to its extreme altitude, living conditions in La Rinconada are incredibly challenging: low temperatures, lack of infrastructure, and health issues related to oxygen deficiency. Despite this, the settlement has a population of around 50,000, mainly due to gold mining, the primary source of income for its residents. Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer, built in 1945, was one of the first electronic computers. It occupied a space of 160 square meters, weighed around 27 tons, and consumed enormous amounts of electricity. It was made up of over 17,000 vacuum tubes and was mainly used for calculations related to military projects. Despite its colossal size, its computing power was less than that of today's mobile phones. In the tropical rainforests of South America, an unusual phenomenon can be observed: butterflies drinking turtle tears. Butterflies need minerals, and turtle tears are rich in sodium, which is scarce in their diet. This behavior, known as lacryphagy, does not harm the turtles, while the butterflies use it as a way to supplement their nutrient intake. At higher altitudes, atmospheric pressure is lower, which means water boils at a lower temperature. For example, on the summit of Mount Everest, at an altitude of about 8,848 meters, water boils at around 68 degrees Celsius instead of the standard 100 degrees Celsius at sea level. Although water starts boiling more quickly, it has less heat energy, making cooking more difficult at high altitudes. Giant squids, Architeuthis ducks, are some of the largest invertebrates on Earth. Their tentacles can reach an impressive length of up to 14 meters, allowing them to hunt at great distances. These deep-sea creatures are extremely mysterious. Living at depths of over 1,000 meters, they are rarely seen by humans. Their eyes, which can reach a diameter of 30 centimeters, are adapted to detect faint light in the ocean's dark depths.